every day after work, I get off work at 5 o'clock and I eat dinner at the job site where I work. And today I was um, eating this meal with this guy that I just met, and he was telling me about a brain tumor that he had, and he doesn't have it anymore. And I said to him, I said, "Yeah, well, you're going to get a new one." And then we started talking, and he said, "Well, what do you mean I'm going to get a new one?" I said, "You're going to get a new brain, one fit for eternal punishment, or one fit for eternal glory in heaven." And it brings me to this point. So we're going to be in Psalm 5 tonight, the second half of it. And there's only two ways in life. There's the path, the way that leads to eternal glory in heaven with God and Jesus Christ and all the saints. And there's the other path, the path that leads to eternal hell, where there's going to be eternal shame and eternal torment. So we went through the last time the first 8 verses of Psalm 5. And the theme's a prayer for guidance. It's a Psalm of David, and he's praying for guidance. And just to kind of sum it up, David begins the psalm by telling the Lord in his prayer to listen, to carefully consider, to pay attention, for David was praying to the Lord. Then David identifies qualities God does not approve of, like evilness, arrogance, wickedness, liars, violent and deceitful people. Then David asks the Lord to lead him into the path of righteousness. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the path of righteousness that leads to heaven versus the path of wickedness that leads to hell. And that's where we'll pick up in Psalm verse 9. It says, "For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue." And the "they" here that David was just speaking of is the evil people, the arrogant people, the wicked people, the liars, the violent and deceitful people. That's who he's talking about. And he goes on, he says, and then he transitions. This is who they are, Lord. And then this is where David is asking the Lord to act. And he says in verse 10, he says, "Pronounce them guilty, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against you." David is calling on the Lord to judge them for what they have done. And the truth is he's righteous in doing that, because wickedness does deserve judgment. And this is what David is asking for. And he goes on, and here's another transition again. David requests what to do with the wicked people, and then it moves on to the 11th verse. He says, "But let all those rejoice who put their trust in you." So this is where we transfer to the people who have chosen the righteous path that leads to heaven. "But let them rejoice who put their trust in you. Let them ever shout for joy because you defend them. Let those also who love your name be joyful in you. For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous. With favor you will surround him as with a shield." Well, what's David getting at? David's getting at, we have a protector, and if you live a righteous life, then the Lord's going to protect you. And the truth is if you're living a wicked life, the Lord will forgive you. But if you die living a wicked life, then you're on the path leading to hell. But if you die living a righteous life, a life where you've been forgiven by the Lord, and you're walking it out with the Lord, then you get to look forward to eternal glory. So my encouragement to you is, if you're on the path of righteousness, to stay on it. If you're not on the path of righteousness, it's not okay, but you will be forgiven. Change your mind, repent to the Lord, be forgiven, begin studying the Bible, because it's so awesome and it'll heal you and get on the righteous path. That's my encouragement to you. Have a blessed evening.